Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ainura. If you're new to my channel, if you are my subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. Today I would like to talk about all the bags that I sold recently. I think last 2 months I sold 6 bags, and it's a lot. It's a lot as per my channel. You guys know that I love luxury bags and shoes and jewelry, and I do love sharing about them. I do love sharing why I love them and if they're useful, if they're not. And I do hope that my channel helps people to buy things consciously and buy things that are practical and useful. So, going from there, I wanted to do a little update on my life because I think this is why I have been changing a lot in my buying habits, in my things that I buy, things that I use. 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, I had twins, and when I had them, it was a big surprise, and it was a huge surprise, and I feel like I fell out of my life because being pregnant with twins and having 2 more children on top of your existing 2 children changed a lot in my life. I had changed my career since 3 years now. I changed my career drastically. I went from finance to wellness. I am a Pilates instructor now, and that life change really affected my lifestyle. So I wanted to talk about a little bit why I'm changing. When I was working in the finance world, there was a requirement to look sharp, to look professional, to look up to date, and all that stuff. And also, it's a lot of pressure living in Dubai, in the finance industry. You're supposed to look a certain way. I mean, nobody says for you to look this way or that way. A suit, nice shoes, or nice watch, and a bag is something that you are actually expected to look nice. But also, since I love luxury items and bags and all that stuff, I wanted to look certain way and all that stuff. You guys know that Dubai is a very luxury based city, and it influenced me a lot. And not just Dubai, even before moving to Dubai, I did love all these items, but since I started working here, it was just something that you go for. So that life, thankfully, passed. It's in the past. So I had my twins, and life has changed. I did all pros and cons, working 9 to 6 in the office or staying home with my kids. So I decided to, during my maternity leave, to change my career. So I had like 6 months of maternity leave. During the time, I took maybe like few months for my rehab, so postnatal rehab. So I was going, since I had a very hard pregnancy, I needed a long time to get back to myself. Then I was like, I cannot lose any other moment or any other day because I need to come up with plan B. So that's when I decided to become a Pilates instructor. And why did I become a Pilates instructor? Because I love Pilates even before I got pregnant. I loved it so much. I loved it even before it got popular in the world right now. It's so popular now. I didn't think it will become so popular, but I loved it even before. And in 2020 I had a really big back problem because we were in during lockdown. We would be sitting at home and I wasn't moving, I wasn't doing anything, and with my existing back problems it got worse. So I went to for my physical therapist, and that's when he introduced me to reformer Pilates. Since then I did not stop doing it. I loved it so much. I was like, oh my gosh, I can live without pain now, because I lived in pain for so long. The back pain, the pain in my feet and my legs and my sciatica and all that stuff, like no energy because of work, of sitting constantly at your desk, just really made me feel miserable with my pain. So when I found that there was Pilates that made such a big difference for my back and pain, I fell in love with it. So the maternity leave was like a time for me to rethink. So that's when I went to study for my Pilates instructor course, and now I am almost 3 years a Pilates instructor now. I took it slowly. I took the course. I took time to practice and really gain experience in this industry, because I wasn't sure if I will succeed in this. But as of now, I am fully employed. I'm a freelance instructor. I have my days at the gyms, at the studios. I teach 4 times a week now, and I love it so much. So why am I talking about this? Because my life has changed so much in the last 3 years that my even buying habits and my things that I used to use is not used anymore. So that's why I sold 6 of my bags. I sold many of other shoes, because my shoes that I used to wear before doesn't fit me anymore, because my feet became bigger by 1 whole size. So now I do not wear all of my shoes that I used to wear. So I sold most of my shoes. I had to buy brand new shoe collection. I mean, it's not big, but it's not even luxury anymore. I buy things that are so comfortable for my shoes, because I had feet problem, I have back problems. So now, instead of going to the store, to like a luxury store to buy like a branded shoes, I don't go there anymore. I buy simple shoes, Nike, New Balance, and all that stuff, because I cherish more things that really would work and make my life easy, and you don't need brands for that. So I kept some of my shoes that are kind of fit me, but most of them don't fit me, so I had to sell them. But I want to talk about the bags that I sold recently. I have been selling here and there the bags that I don't use, and I did talk about it on this channel. But recently I sold 6 bags that I loved, but never used in the past 3 years. So the first bag that I sold is my Fendi Baguette in the medium, in the like a tan beige color. I sold it because I have this baguette. I have it in the bright green color. I also have it in the vintage black color with the nice this lock. And I also I also have this baguette in the white and the Celeria in this grainy leather. So because I have all these 3 bags, my beige one was the oldest of all, because I bought that first. First of all, it was the oldest. It wasn't, it didn't have any wear. It looked brand new, but because of the color, first, the color wasn't working for me. It was kind of like a boring color. I want my bags to make me happy, so I sold it because the color wasn't really working for me. I realized a long time ago that the warm shades don't work for me. And also I have another 3 baguettes that I love more, so I sold my Fendi Baguette in the beige color, in the medium size, in the lambskin. The second bag I sold is my Fendi First bag, the one and only Fendi First bag that I had in the mint color. I sold that because I have the Fendi Peekaboo in the ICU in the small in the exact same shade. I love this shade so much, and when I was comparing Fendi First and this after I bought my Peekaboo, I realized the Fendi First wasn't that practical. It was like so heavy, the strap was so thin, and it just didn't fit much. And when I and having 2 bags from Fendi in the same shade didn't make sense, so I sold my Fendi First. It was rarely used in my bag collection, and I love this contrast in the plexiglass here in the tortoise. So it made sense for me just to keep this and sell my Fendi First because it wasn't used and it was in the same shade, so it was obvious. The third bag that I sold is my Chanel Doveville in the beautiful gray color in the caviar leather. So because I love I love Chanel Doveville so much. I used to have the black, the big size. I realized quickly that the bag is so heavy and structured that it's just not that useful, and it is an wide open bag. You can't lock it, you can't zip it. So, and if I still worked in the finance industry, that bag would have been my work bag because it fits a laptop and notepad and everything. But because I don't work in that kind of industry, and it's very silly to wear a structured bag to like a Pilates class, so that bag was never used in the past 3 years at all, so I sold it and I don't regret it. The next bag that I sold is my Goyard Rouette in the bright sky blue color. I love the color so much, but the bag just didn't work for me. It was in this awkward size that it was too big to wear for evening, and it was like okay size for during the day. So during the day I like to wear a bigger bags. So my most used bag for every day right now is my Goyard Bohem bag in the green color. So this is the bag that I wear every day, like non-stop. I take this bag for my Pilates teaching days. I take out this every day. I have everything there packed. It fits so much. So when I compared my Bohem to Rouette was never used, and even though I love the color, I would rather buy a different bag from Goyard in the same color, but a different one, like a bigger size. And you will see soon which bag I bought, because I'm gonna show you which bag I bought instead of the Rouette Goyard bag. The next bag was heartbreaking, but I realized I never used it. It is my Seline Eloise bag in the canvas. I don't know, I loved it, but I didn't like the narrow the silhouette of the bag. It wasn't as wide and structureless as the Bohem, because I love this so much. The Seline bag was a lot structured because of the canvas was too thick, and it was a narrow from the sides, so when you are opening the bag is just a little bit troublesome. Maybe the Eloise bag in the leather would have been better for me because of the canvas, because of how thick it is. I didn't like how it was troublesome. It was like holding too much structure for a hobo bag. I feel like hobo bags should not be structured at all, and the beauty of the hobo bag is the slouchiness, and the Seline Eloise bag was not slouchy enough for me, so I sold that bag. The next bag that I sold is one of my heart breaking point, because I love that bag so much. It is from Dior. It is a Lady Dior, the one and only Lady Dior I had before. It is in the black crinkled calfskin, like a glazed black one. It was in the small ABC type. As much as I love that bag, because it's classic, but it was like a glazed one in the antique gold hardware. It was kind of like giving a little bit of character to it. I loved it so much, but I never used it, and it had this like, there was a letters Dior, like Dior, right on the front, like big letters. And when I would carry this bag anywhere, it would make a noise, like really bad noise of like it sounded like I had a lot of keys hanging on the bag, and it made such a big noise whenever I would use or walk with the bag. So it just made me so uncomfortable to use this bag. Also, the bag is kind of small to wear for every day, and it was kind of like during the night, it wasn't dressy enough for me. I know it's so weird, because I would rather take my classic flap from Chanel instead of the Dior one. I don't know. It was just not my bag anymore, and I was so happy to let it go. So these are all my 6 bags that do not fit my life anymore for some reason or another. I definitely need to sell more bags. I do have more bags in my collection that I am not using, but I cannot let it go yet. Maybe soon I will be ready. But if 3 years ago someone asked me, can you sell 6 bags right away? The bags that you cherish, the bags that you really love, I would say, oh no, no way I will sell any of my bags. I was so proud of my big collection, but now priorities change, life changes, priorities changes, and things that you cherish changes as well. Right now, I'm very happy that I chose my life in the wellness industry. I love what I do. I love that I'm active. I love that I have lots of energy and painless life. I feel so much healthier and so much happier. And in this life, in my current life in the wellness industry, you don't need extra things. You don't need things that you don't really use. So I'm letting it go, and I feel so much relief that I'm letting go of so many things that I don't care anymore. It doesn't mean that I don't care about bags. I will do more reviews. I will do unboxings, maybe less, but there will be unboxings, but they will be more like a conscious, like more of things that I actually use. So I promised myself that I will buy only bags that I will be using non-stop. Because I have enough of bags for going out, for just like small bags to go out. I don't need that kind of bags. I need the bags that I will be using every day for my life, to go to my teaching Pilates, to the studios, and I need a bag for me to travel. I need a bag for me to wear every day when I'm with kids, but I don't need any dressy bag anymore, because I have enough, and it's just how I changed recently. That's what I wanted to say. Hopefully this video was helpful. Yes, you can say that maybe I'm crazy that I'm selling I sold these bags, but I feel relieved, that I wanted to share here why I have been gone for a bit from YouTube, why I have been changing a lot. Yeah, I don't know what's the future of this channel, but as for now, I promise I'll come back with reviews, because there were requests for me to do a review of this bag, that bag, or of jewelry. I will also do that. I still enjoy that, but you will see less of unboxing here. let me know if you want to do a different kind of videos, like what I use the most for Pilates, or which shoes I use to walk from morning to night, or I don't know. I don't know, because my life has changed a lot, that right now I choose different things. I do not go for labels. I don't go for brands anymore. So if you let me know if this was useful, let me know what you want to see from my channel, what kind of reviews you want to see. I still have quite a few bags. I can do reviews of that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and follow me on Instagram. And I will see you later. Bye bye.